for this very important bill that has been tabled before us in trying to adjust the functioning of our human rights situation in this country, which has been a call for concern by all Cameroonians, and especially in the past few years in the Northwest and Southwest. Mr. Minister, this is quite a very good bill, and I can see from your deliberations in the commission, after answering some questions, I still have some preoccupations. Mr. Minister, the first aspect will be that of abolishing political representation in this new structure. We are the people's representatives, elected officials. And there are three arms of government: the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature, or the legislative arm. In this bill, the other two have been taken care of, and now they want to remove powers from the legislature. I do believe, Mr. Minister, we have to work together. The three arms of government must move together in most of these sensitive structures that we have in the country. And coming before us to ask us to vote, throwing away responsibilities that we are supposed to have, is a call for concern. And I think my colleagues will share with me that something has to be done. In the last structure, Parliament was always present. In the new structure, they want to shift away Parliament. How are we shifting Parliament from every structure every day and pulling them out? Soon we'll be there, as people say, dogs that will bark and cannot bite. So our representation in this structure is something, Mr. Minister, that I think we should discuss about it a bit further. Secondly, Mr. Minister, the crisis in the Northwest and Southwest started with your lawyers. And you saw how it has gone to this moment. And we know the statements we made in the beginning that even provoked it, that when the lawyers will be hungry, they shall go back to work. And today we find ourselves where we are. Some of us sitting here, Mr. Minister, will not tell a lie. We cannot pretend that we are happy when our backyards, things are not okay. A man like myself sitting here, Mr. Minister, I lost everything. My only house that I constructed with all its content gone. I will not pretend that I'm happy. As such, if this thing is not being managed well, people are dying every day at our backyards. People are in the bushes. Schools have not been going. We can't pretend here to be representatives of the people and can't talk about this. So, Mr. Minister, the case of the lawyers, the head of state gave in very applaudable solutions. We were excited with the solutions that the head of state gave on the issues regarding the revendications of the lawyers, especially that of creating this special department in the School of Administration, higher advanced School of Administration and Magistracy, ENAM. This section for Anglophones. But Mr. Minister, I will not tell you, it was a bit provocative. When the results came out last time, I will still see many Francophones taken. Where are we? They are rating ENAMs again now. We're expecting the same thing to come. And you expect us to sit quiet. Those are our own rights that are being taken. And today we are voting a bill on human rights. Mr. Minister, this one may come directly to you. A few weeks ago, Mr. Minister, on social media, we saw you drinking palm wine. And I had to ask many questions to my friend. Did he do this when he was not yet a minister or when he was a sitting minister? And saying Anglophones are killing themselves out there? How would that disturb me from drinking my palm wine? And you took your palm wine, you took some gulps. It was like a mockery. And that's why I asked that time, was he doing this when he was a sitting minister or when he was still a political leader out there? And if you did that when you were a minister, Mr. Minister, then I think you may tell us something here. It's but normal to say, I'm sorry, for peace to reign. It's very normal. Because when I listened to that on social media, I went through it again. I really listened. I said, but is this the minister saying this? I became very emotional. Same like everybody. It was talk of the day everywhere in town. Your Excellency, if you didn't hear, I'm telling you what happened amongst us. Everybody shared on various social media groups to say, see the provocation we are receiving from a minister. Well, Mr. Minister, I'll be very happy with the response.